Magandang araw po sa kanilang lahat. Welcome aboard again to my YouTube channel. Sa viral video na ito galing kina Congressman Lito Atienza at Congressman MARCOLETA, ay prangkahan sinabi nila na mag-resign na itong taga-bulong sa tenga nagpangulo, na sina Secretary Duque at FDA Domingo. Dahil ang bawat galawan nitong dalawang ito, ay puro problema ang hatid at walang solusyon na binibigay kundi ang bakuna. Naalala niyo po ba na binanata ng ating idol Rafi Tulfo itong si Secretary Duque at FDA Domingo about their purpose? Panuorin muna natin si Idol Rafi sa kanyang sinabi.
Dr. Francisco Duque ng DOH at Dr. Eric Domingo ng FDA. Sir, ang point ko rito, sana kayo dyan sa FDA, mag-isip-isip naman kayo. Huwag naman yung purong palagi na lang ang nasa utak ninyo what's in it for us? Diba?
Ngayon panoorin naman natin ang mga butihing Congressman Lito Atienza at Congressman MARCOLETA sa kanilang mga no-holds-barred na mga tanong at pananalita dito sa mga namumuno ng DOH at FDA. Makapigil hining ang tanungan na halos hindi nila masagot. Panoorin.
At this point in time, I would even recommend, siguro papagpahingahin mo na muna si Attorney Filipina sapagkat pagod na yata siya. Hindi na niya makayanang sumunod sa atas ng panahon. The requirements of the time is that we have to have quick action and reaction. Complaint is number one of the complaints that we get is that masyadong mabagal ang proseso ng kanyang tanggapan. Ang sinasabi niya, puro problema kanina, wala siyang sinabing solusyon. When we are confronted by this kind of an emergency, we need more dedicated public officials. Hindi pwede yung you sit on your imagined mandate, imagined power, imagined authority. You lose that authority if you don't perform it, if you don't respond properly to the challenges of the emergency. Kaya at this point in time, ang tanong ko po remains, have you called for Dr. Landrito, who is making a lot of public pronouncements about the benefits of Ivermectin? Have you called for Dr. Iggy Agbayani, who is very admirable in insisting on his findings that Ivermectin has very good benefits at a very affordable price? Talaga bang tayo ba'y naiipit na lamang sa mamahaling gamot? Are we committed to all of this expensive medicines forever and ever while our people are dying of inutility of some people in government? I'm sorry to say that. I have been with government for the past 50 years, local and national offices. Pag may problema, binibigyan natin ng solusyon. At one point in time, in the city of Manila, we had to simplify all the process because the delays are the cause of corruption. Dr. Duque, my good friend, alam mo naman yan, pag may mga delay, teka, yan ang pinanggagalingan ng magkita tayo sa labas pagkatapos itong pulong, ha? At pipilitin ko yung special committee, aprobahan yung application mo. Why do we have to get things complicated when we are facing a common enemy? Why do we need to get confused messaging? The other day that we met, a memo was read that you were ordering the stoppage of the use of vitamin C, zinc, and so many other affordable preventive supplements. You and Yusek Vergere, I remember very clearly, you were discouraging the practice of suub. To remind my good friend Mike Defensor, hindi ko sinabing sukub. Sukub, yun yung kasal. Pero yung suub, yun yung inhalation.
Yes, sir.
Talaga po bang, talaga po bang masama ang dulot nun? Mali pala mga Pilipino. Dahil ako'y bata pa ako, nagsusuob na ako eh. Hanggang ngayon, nagsusuob ako gabi-gabi. Yusek Bergere. So I do not believe what you're saying when you say not to try it because it's dangerous. No, it's not dangerous. You're stupid if you put your boiling water in your face. But if you're careful, it helps you breathe properly and more easily at no cost to you and your family. And yung vitamin C with zinc is very, very affordable. So why would the Secretary Duque discourage that? Yung pong announcement ninyo ng isang meeting natin that bothered me. Because sabi ko, teka muna, masyado na yata lumalala ito. we need to act in Congress to put everybody in order. So I go back to Yusek Vergere. Have you met with Dr. Landrito and Dr. Agbayani about the issues involved in our discussion? It is of national interest that you are interested. These are not media reports. This is reality. Have you met with them?
No, sir, but we had exchanges of communication through letters because they were writing the Department of Health regarding their issues, and we responded to them through an official letter as well.
Kaya nga, okay, you exchange letters. I hope they're not love letters. Letters. Ano ho naging resulta ng mga letters sa'yo? Meron po ba?
The last time that we have responded to them, they did not answer back anymore, Mr. Chair and Congressman Atienza.
No, but what I'm pointing out, Mr. Chairman, is on the issue of Ivermectin. Has there been any movement in your outlook, in your attitude over this issue? Based on your exchange of letters, based on your meeting forced upon you by ARTA, kung hindi pa tumawag ng meeting ang ARTA, hindi rin kayo tatawag. Hindi ba kayo nababahala na mayroong nagsasabing, mabuti ito, na-discover namin to. That doesn't affect you. It affects us. It convinces us. But you don't seem to even be interested in the issue. You're relying on the slow process of exchanging letters, on the meetings that I suspect you're making up, because sabi ng CDC sa akin ngayon, I just got a text message, there has never been a meeting between them and you, or much less Secretary Duque. So at this point in time, you are still dribbling the ball. Doctora,
Yes,
let me
sir.
remind you, and let me appeal to you. Today is a period of emergency. We cannot hear a lot of blah, blah, blah. We cannot hear a lot of pronouncements. There are certain issues that should be addressed. Congressman Mike Defensor pointed out the face shield. Hindi ba kayo nababahala na meron tayong requirement at tayo na lang ang gumagamit sa buong mundo? And you're shooting down the very idea of dispensing with it by saying, hindi, kailangan pa rin. Kailangan pa rin gumastos, in other words. Yung mga bansang hindi na gumagamit, gumagaling. Tayong gumagamit, dumadami na mamatay. Mas marami na mamatay ngayon, di po ba sa figures ninyo? I make it a point. I listen to your pronouncements every day. Mas marami na mamatay ngayon, di ba nyo naisip? Baka yung face shield na pumapatay Ang matatanda pag naka-face shield at naka-face mask pa, baka yun, hindi na makahinga ngayon, hindi na makapagreklamo dahil ginagawa niyong batas yung inyong guni-guni sa kapakanan ng taong bayan. I'm now listening to you.
Yes, sir. I mentioned a while ago that the meeting was called on by the ARTA DG Belica. We did not call for a meeting with the concerned doctors. We had an exchange of communication letters with them. And thirdly, what we do since the start of this issue on Ivermectin, when it was first proposed, we convened already the living CPG because we're part of the panel that sits there to discuss these different studies as evidence for DOH to use. So there is this process that we have wherein the evidences that we use for policy decisions are based on the studies that are being done by this living CPG group, which is a consensus panel. So mula po na nag-umpisa po itong issue na to, hindi naman po na umupo lang kami, ginagawa po namin yung pag-aaral at pakikipag-usap sa mga eksperto para po makapagbigay din kami ng appropriate na recommendation. At hanggang sa ngayon naman po, pinag-aaralan pa rin. Kaya nga po, living CPG ang tawag, dahil anytime that there would be new evidence, we can easily evaluate it and then recommend kung kinakailangan at sinabi ng pwede, ilalagay na po natin yan sa rekomendasyon.
But you have to admit, at this point in time, Yusek, you have not bothered to even call doctors who are pushing for the opening up of the country to a very affordable drug like Ivermectin. Hindi kayo tumawag na meeting up to this point in time. Ang sinasabi nyo, tinawag kayo sa pulong ng ARTA. Thanks to Director Belica. Kung hindi pala siya tumawag ng pulong, hindi kayo interesado. Yun ang sinasabi ko. Secretary Duque, there seems to be a lack of interest on the part of those you are trusting and entrusting big responsibilities for the lives of people are in their hands. Kung sila ay naghihintay lamang, tawagin sila ng ARTA. Kung di pala kayo tatawagin ng ARTA, hindi nyo pupulungin yung mga taong meron suggestion para po naman sa kapakanan ng Pilipino.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to reassure the good representative Lito Atienza that I will reach out to them as soon as this meeting is concluded. We will sit down with the official officers of the CDC Philippines, Mr.
Please.
Chairman. Thank you.
I knew that would be your reaction because you are a good man. Kilala ko po kayo, nagkasama na tayo sa pribado at sa gobyerno, mabuting tao kayo. Pero ang akin pong ikinatatakot ngayon, masyadong marami na po maruruming tao sa Department of Health. Sa FDA in particular, that's why I'm missing Director Domingo because I would have wanted to ask him some pointed question. Where there are serious red tapes present, delays in procedures, that's where corruption comes in. And you cannot deny that corruption is the number one problem of the nation, and we should all be holding hands and helping one another. Try and solve that. Remove corruption from the processes of drug approval. The FDA, if you talk to anybody, any drug producer, anyone from the outside, no, I hope you conduct your own private investigation. It's common talk. Pag hindi kayo naglagay, hindi tatakbo ang papeles nyo. Now that we know the huge backlog and I hear the lady in charge, hopeless na siya. Hindi raw masasolve talaga, talagang sobra-sobra ang kanilang trabaho. Eh, maybe mag-resign na kayo kung kayo nahihirapan na sa trabaho nyo. Give other Filipinos a chance to handle the problem. Nung ako po'y nasa national government, merong malaking problema yung getting an environmental clearance certificate. Nasabi ni Presidente Ramos, ang one of the main causes of investment disincentive is the EEC. Agad, narinig ko lang yung pronouncement, agad I went into action. And President Arroyo immediately reacted saying, Lito, you better attend to this because this is the number one complaint of investors. And within a couple of weeks, we were able to streamline, simplify. Any big investor can get his environmental clearance automatically. Itong narinig ko rin sa ating masipag na, siguro matagal na po siya sa tanggapan na yan, eh parang pagod na siya. Kaya I hope you give Attorney Pilipinas a serious study. Baka pagod na siya.
DS ATIENZA, excuse me, you're already 15 minutes above the...
Muna, I'm asking for 2 minutes extension. I hope you don't deny me this, Mr. Chairman. Otherwise...
2 minutes. 2 minutes po.
And I'd like Yusek Vergere to be a bearer of good news for a change. Lahat na lang, tinalabas sa television, puro bawal, huwag niyo gagawin to. Magsabi naman kayo, anong dapat namin gawin? Bigyan nyo kami ng inspirasyon. Takot na po ang taong bayan. Makita lang po mukha ni Yusek Vergere, bad news na naman to. I'm telling you exactly what I'm hearing from the outside. You should take a look at how you're handling your mandate so that together we will find a solution. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I was able to express what people would have wanted expressed in this meeting because something solid and an improvement in the system should come out of these hearings that your committee is conducting. Thank you.
Thank you, DS ATIENZA. Thank you for your insights, and let's go to the second round with DS Marcoleta. DS Dante, you're now in your second round. Please limit to 10 minutes. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Bago ko po ipagpatuloy ang aking pagtatanong, naalala ko ang Pangulo ng Philippine Medical Association na pinangungunahan ng isang Dr. Benito po yata, at saka yung presidente ng HPAAC represented by Dr. Dance. Nangako po sila na magpapadala ng kanilang respective disclosures upang malaman ng komite kung ano ang extent ng kanilang mga relasyon sa mga pharmaceutical companies. Ito po ba yung nagawa nila, Mr. Chair?
Please respond.
Nung huling hearing po natin, Mr. Chair, ipinangako ng dalawang Pangulo ng nabanggit kong mga medical organizations na parang humingi lang sila ng isang linggo Kasi parang Martes yung ating hearing, sinabi nila sa susunod na Martes o Monday, sabi nila, ay ipadadala namin ang aming individual disclosures. Dahil hinihingi ko po para malaman natin, dahil nga sila ay kinapapalooban ng napakaraming mga societies na nagbibigay ng public statements, gusto lang nating malaman kung sila ay objective at sila ay impartial sa pagbibigay ng mga public statements na ito'y nagagamit upang pagbasihan po ng ating mga mamamayan sa paggawa ng kanilang hakbang tungkol sa kanilang kalusugan. Sila po ba ay nakapag-comply, Mr. Chair?
Comsec, please respond.
Mr. Chairman, we haven't received any information on that regard.
Sir Chair, yan po yung sinasabi ko sa kanila Puro lamang sila pangako. Ito'y malinaw po na nakatala sa mga notasyon ng ating committee secretary na nangako po sila na magbibigay po sa kanila ng individual disclosure nila. Palagay ko naman po ay hinihintay pa natin yan. Hindi naman nangangahulugan na sila ay makakaalpas do sa kanilang pangako na yun.